Hello, hello. Yeah, I changed my title, but apparently I didn't. I did change some settings, so maybe it messed with that. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Are we live on YouTube? Can someone say something in the YouTube chat? Because my I can't pop it out. It's very weird. Drew, thank you very much for the Prime. Welcome, welcome. That's Twitch chat. I need YouTube chat. I just have to pressure some. I'm not live? Okay, so I am live on my dashboard here. Oh, is it private? Oh, let's see. Okay, why does that not work? Aha. Okay, check again, please. I'm trying out Twitch's increased bandwidth, by the way. You should be able to get higher quality now if you click the gear icon. I'm live now? Hey, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I can see chat. That's good. Good. Okay, is the title good for YouTube? Yes, title's good here. Title switch for Twitch too. Okay, excellent. All right, so guys, today we are going to be looking at games that were played during the early access. We had a really good time yesterday. It was a lot of fun. The live stream is available both on Twitch and YouTube if you want to watch it again. 6 hours of new meta. And now we're going to be looking at... Yeah, that's fine. I didn't need you anyway. Now we're going to be watching other POVs of people that hit different comps. Because I played some comps myself. We're going to be YouTube videos today, tomorrow. We're going to be looking at other POVs. Whew. Okay. So we're going to start with like a crazy Beater Babbitt game. Of course, who else than Beater to immediately start cooking on the new patch? So, yeah, put that here. Oops. 1440p. Yes, yes, messing around with that. Now, if my quality starts dropping and I have to switch to my my 5G, that might be a problem. But we'll test it because my normal connection should be able to hold this. So are you gonna explain to the video? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be looking with you guys because obviously I'm also quite new to this. I've only played 6 hours, but that's more than most of you here. So I will say whatever I think's going on based off my experience. Yeah, I don't think everyone's going to have the option for 1440. All right. No one had a clue yesterday. The tasty lobster stuff was way, way stronger than it looked initially. The snazzy, the undead stuff is really good, Seville. That goes really hard. Quick summary of your own games yesterday. Well, they're gonna be on YouTube, but I guess I had good time with Caligos and Warpwing, because you can give Warpwing permanent Wind Fury. you have the tier 6 undead that gives you permanent stats if you trigger it during the tavern phase. Basically, if you kill things and they reborn. If you have 500 damage on your undead and you have golden snazzy, you're getting plus 1000, 1000 permanent. So you can just like giga pump that. Demons do get very large with that tier 4 demon, which will very likely go to 5, because right now you can eyes it. Belinda is very good because a lot of units synergize with spells being cast. Like I even played Murlocs without Belinda, so it would have actually been pretty sweet with Belinda. Had a pretty good Murloc game where I just played the tier 4 Murloc, the tier 5 Murloc, and then I just spammed spells on the tier 4 guy, which also buffed my whole board because I had the tier 5 guy. So the meta is very, or the expansion is very much focused on casting spells on minions. Yeah, Quilboar do really well too. Marzanta's a minion ever? Probably, but can't. I mean, yeah, I don't know when. A lot of people are doing tempo, not leveling fast enough to hit the nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there is a wide range of skill level. On average, the skill level, I guess, is higher, just because you get like 17, 18, 15k people in your lobby. But you also have some more casual players there. So, like, you sold Turbo Guy for Felbor? Yeah, I don't think you play around Turbo Guy, right? Because you scale the rally guy by casting spells on the tier 5 guy. And Turbo Hog doesn't matter for that. So... Is it healthy for the game to have Belinda insane for almost every comp? Yes, absolutely. It's very healthy. I don't know. The question is like, it presumes that Belinda is insane for every comp, which is probably not the case. There's a few types that probably don't want it. And then you have to ask yourself, is the game going to be better if they remove Belinda? Probably not. All right, anyways, let us start with this game, and then we will continue our discussions and everything. So here we are, guys. Well, here we almost are. Let me check my quality here, just to make sure we're not getting scammed. Ah, Twitch was scamming me. Scamming me out of 1080p. All right, here we go. That's better. All right, chat. We are watching a Beater Babbitt game from the early access event. So as you can see here at the top, you get the Dark Gifts icon. This is the new patch. The streamers and YouTubers had access to this for 6 hours yesterday. And right now we're going to be reviewing the cool games that were played. Got ourselves a Panda. It's a Beast, Dragon, Murloc, Naga, Undead lobby. So the Dark Gift mechanic, for those of you who weren't there, Dark Gift mechanic, essentially, it's like a Zephyr's Hero Power where you can use it 3 times per game, starting turn 3. And the longer you wait with using it, the more powerful it becomes. So the better upgrades and higher tier minions you can find. It is not tied to tavern tier as far as I can tell. It is tied to just turn timer. So the longer you are in the game, the better it is. From what I can, tell from the early access event, Dark Gifts were mainly used as tempo. So use it on, turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, something around that. Rarely, I think, do you really, really save it the whole time to get max value. So the game is more won around getting like cool minions. Sometimes you have a really good synergistic Dark Gift, but it's totally fine to just like tempo for Dark Gifts. That's a bit of just checking out the new minions here. This patch hits August 4th. August 4th, we're gonna have the new patch. Ooh, look at them oils. Freeze for double oil, my man, my man. Let's go. All right, please double oil. Dark Gifts are tied to tier. No, turn timer, not tier. Based. Oh, let's see. Let's hope. Oil. He's getting Obu. Obu kinda sucks still though. Because he's gonna like coin tier, have 2 gold. 2 gold kinda sucks. So even though Omu feels good, I don't think it is good. Yeah. Probably just take the other one so we can get an Omu next turn. Coin double oil? I wonder if he's just doing that because he's playing the event and it's kind of shits and giggles. Or if he's just like, nah, that's the correct line. I mean, I would do it too, but, you know, I'm not as serious of a player as Beater. So it's actually amazing that he's going for that. All right, we have ourselves a Roaring Rallier, but we can only take 5. It's still turn 3. So we don't have the deck tracker interface because deck tracker had some issues yesterday on the event, which is normal. It's a bunch of like new cards, but not a lot of people's deck trackers were, you know, counting turns or tracking enemy boards. Yeah, thank you, Seville. Can somebody untime Seville? Oh, wow. Yeah, he has 8 gold now, double oil. We can just level Dark Gift if he wants to. This is turn 4, right? Yeah. He's thinking, is it good enough? He also has a Galacrown Hero Power, but I think we want to level, right? So I don't think we want to use that. He's thinking about it. Yeah, Dark Gifts. So whenever you play a card, gain 2 attack. At the end of every 2 turns, get a random minion of this type. 2/2 for each tavern spell you've cast. I guess you could just play Gosa, yeah, and not tier. Cycle Scout and Gosa. Yeah, this is a change of plan because you're getting a good synergy, I guess, a pair. Sure. Gotta stabilize after that oil. Seville banned for being too good. All right, let me untime him myself. The bot is too strict, but I've just never gotten around to changing it. Oh! Oh man, if that kills the dragon, that would have sucked so much. You get 1440 on YouTube as well. Oh, sweet. That's great. Yeah, I'm upgrading the setup, chat. So, well, the setup has been upgrading. We are now using the upgraded setup to get better quality. Yasharaj. So he's got 9 gold, but normally he's only gonna have 7, right? So he's up 2 gold because of the oil. So it's turn 5. Next turn is gonna be trinkets. Almost always level now. He can hold that on the board and just level, but he has the coin. I guess Fugitive gets extra health if you cast on it. Do you care? It seems like we're just going to level with Yasharaj Hero Power and coin. Yep. The voice seems choppy for me. Define choppy. Am I going like... Is it like that or what's going on? Appreciate all the work, growing the game in its space. Hey, Michael, no problem. The voice is cutting out every 5 seconds, huh? I would imagine it's not the same for other people because that's like a very big thing that you would notice. I think chat will be up and there would be uproar. There'd be riots in the chat. All right, KG Conjurer. That's a fun unit. For 1 gold, so this little circle thing here, over here, guys, it shows you the cost of activating it. So when he has the money, so when he's going to be in the tavern phase, you're going to see a little 1 there. And then when he clicks it, it costs him 1 gold, and then he casts a random spell. So basically like Yogg. But if the spell has a target, it will automatically go to the KG Conjurer, so it's quite cool. I don't hate the stone because it's free, but we have level available. You could take Souvenir Stand for funsies. You're casting spells, so the big Naga one is fine. But I think Ominous Stone for 0 is probably slightly too good. I had a very good time every time I took it. Death Rattle, get a random spell. Death Rattle, give this minion's max health to another friendly minion. Seafloor Recruiter is the best unit, so regardless of the Dark Gift, you could just take that. And it's not a useless effect either, right? I did like Motley Phalanx as well when I took it, but my Dark Gift when I took it was activate this minion's death rattle start a combat. It was pretty cool. It doesn't have that much time here. We're going to hit the ropes. Oh no, I thought he was on 40 seconds. He's all good. Oh, Reno. Oh, Peter, please. I mean, I kind of don't want a Dark Gift because we're so strong. But I also have this 3 gold that it's kind of like... Oh, he's just going to bank Skipper. I like that. Because then he can use the 1 gold for the random spell. Yeah. Bloop. Okay, random 1 drop. Sure. Alright. Cast some spells. Play my spells. Well, that's one way to pull ahead. Now you have a golden seafloor recruiter. Turn 6. Let's play some Chef's Choice. Man, this is a fantastic setup. The Taragosa is also steadily growing. So we see a little bit of the Lobster start here for this guy. Lobster quite strong. It's but it's a combo build, so it's kind of like Frogs in a way where it doesn't do that much on its own. But we might see somebody play Lobster this game. I'll review a Lobster game later as well. It's really silly once it gets going. How do you sell and activate minion without triggering? Just don't click the gold thing. It's in the top right, so just don't click in the top right. Probably just click the left one. No, he's gonna take that, sure. Man, so we're strong, we can level. We're also rich. I don't hate pressing the Dark Gift button. We can roll a bit first. Maybe get a triple. So he has a lot of Naga. So I guess Groundbreaker is pretty good to stabilize. Like he's generating a lot of Nagas. Oh, Wind Fury. Yeah, Wind Fury is pretty good. That's true. I mean, he's so strong that he can also just hold his Dark Gifts. I don't think we're using Dracaria. It feels a bit awkward. Oh, I mean, that's a Bran. We will find a use for that, right? That's a Bran. Save the Bran for a rainy day. He does want to use that. Ha, he's not clicking on the top right. Huh, wait. Am I just missing it or not? Is the new Lesser Naga trinket the one that gives you 1G once you cast 3 spells on a unit that Mega Broken? I did not have such a good game with it, but I only had just like a regular Belinda. I think if you have something like the Chef's Choice Naga, and it's triggering a bunch during the combat, and it gives you a lot of spellcraft, I think that's when it will be like really, really good. So let's say if Beater had it here, and then he gets Belinda, you see that he gets like a spellcraft from the Chef's Choice. I think he just double clicked. Oh, he just double click. You click wherever? Well, it wasn't click wherever yesterday when I played, so it might be double clicking, yeah. All right, go to 6 because we're still on 32. It's also nice to level before the Greater Trinket. Cyclist is really strong. There's also Taunt in the shop. We're casting a bunch of spells. I'm down. I'm also down to Dark Gifts. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. All right, he's going to check the 6 first. Belinda. Yeah, Belinda is very, very fun. Going to play the Brand because we got Shell Collector. We also got Fire Scale. Okay, he's not going to taunt it. Ooh, second Brand. 50 seconds. All right, what are we doing? Dragon out, sure. Are we getting more coins? We are. Whee! Shutterwalk, the original activate. Alright, looks like he's not too keen on pressing the Dark Gift button yet. But now that he has the showy cyclists, Seems like he's pretty happy to oh right, cool, he has a Murloc in his hand. He's pretty happy to just spam spells, I'm guessing. I'll look for Titus. Yeah, if you save your Dark Gift for turn 11, turn 12, that's where the really juicy stuff happens. But, ooh. Oh! The Titus has all types! That's insane, bro. Oh, we're not playing Titus? Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. It's kind of aggro to not play Titus, right? I guess he just has a lot of stuff he needs to do, sure. I think if he had a bit more time, he would jam a Titus. I would have liked a taunt on this biker thing and then play Titus, because the biker buffs Nagas only, but Titus with Amalgam means that there's a lot of options here, right? You can buff that with the biker guy now. You can shield it with the dragon. You can poet for permanent buffs and shield. End of turn, trigger all friendly death rattles. That's okay. I'd probably take it out of these guys. Because, oh, the Dark Gift guy has death rattle. Transfer my HP to another friendly unit, right? So if he can activate the cyclist to buff the guy, it's actually really good. Yeah, this is fantastic. Okay, we have a Golden Brand. Death Strider. After friendly rally minion attacks trigger. Man, this is like getting very, very difficult because that's technically also really good. Because you can attack with the rally chef's guy, but yeah, it's too much. I think I'm happy with that. There's like, you probably need a lot of board slots for that. Okay, we're gonna Dark Gift again. Divine Shield, Wind Fury for the guy. At the end of your turn, trigger this minion's battle cries. And then trigger death battles for more spells. That's not awful. 3/3 for each battle cry you've triggered, but it's not a triple, right? Okay. Another Belinda. Alright, we're not buying that. Man, this is very, very confusing. This is actually, like, because it's so early, I don't really know what we want to do. We definitely want that other cyclist. I think we actually want Poet for this Titus. Like, it looks pretty good to Poet. But he has so many things that he wants to play here. Like, playing the Belinda for extra spell casts is pretty good. Obviously, you want the Titus down. You don't really want to get rid of your Golden Brand. There's a Rodeo. Okay. He also has this Fauna. The Sell the Dark Gift, yeah. We're not taunting the... Okay, we're taunting one. Good. So he's playing this Amalgam, but I don't think this Amalgam matters, right? Oh yeah, he can Fauna the Titus for all types, but he's all Naga, so it doesn't really matter. Jesus, bro, he got really strong all of a sudden. Is Death Rattles trigger end of turn, right? Or start of turn? I guess he triggered end of turn because he just kind of exploded. Yeah, he just hovered it. Yeah, he can triple his Titus, and the golden one will also have all types. Bro, just like an Amalgam Titus is such a crazy Dark Gift. That's such a sweet, sweet setup. So yeah, lots of spells being casted to pump the cyclists. So much HP as well. He's getting a lot of HP from the Dark Gifted Seafloor Recruiter. This is good fun. We have an eyes, but we don't really need it. Oh, for Poet maybe. I still want this Poet, bro. He sells Fauna instead of the Menagerie guy. Really? Huh. Monka, Oh, the Menagerie guy casts a lot of spells, which will buff the bikers. Do the Menagerie costs count for the biker? That's a question, I guess. That triggers a battle cry. That's like okay, but don't have the board slot, do we? Oh, he's thinking about buying it. Sure. No, we're not going to do it. Some spellcraft, shields. Okay, golden biker man. That's good. There's that tier 6 beast again, but so awkward. I'm gonna get this random golden Belinda. Tavern spell for another Hamul. Yeah, man, it'd be so nice if you could have this Belinda on the board too, but I guess he's playing Groundbreaker right now. Yeah, the beast is coming down. Okay, so now he just puts the rally first, and now the rally will trigger the death rattle, which will trigger the own sea recruiter death rattle, right? Yeah. Dude, we are cooking some shit here. This is a proper cooking. Why poet? The end of turn buffs are permanent. Yeah, but the ones in the fight aren't. He's gaining a few stat points in the fight, especially if the seafloor recruiter and the cyclist die, right? Oh. I mean, you have a golden brand, but sure. It's top 4. Yeah, I guess I can see him take Vol'jin. Yeah, we don't have that eyes now, but it's okay. Trigger a rally. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's super sick. Because the beast says whenever you trigger a rally, trigger your leftmost death rattle. He could technically move the Myrmidon, but it's not Myrmidon, the seafloor recruiter. The seafloor recruiter has 265 HP, which I guess is better than the seafloor, right? Especially because he can pump it a bit more. Yeah, I think we just cast a bunch of spells on this recruiter. Or I guess he's still pumping the guy, right? The menagerie guy for more spell casts. There's another rally, bro. This is sick. Look at this, look at this, look at this. That's actually so illegal. He's not buying it for more. Ooh, wait. Don't we want another one? We get two. Yeah, we should want another one, right? Whatever. There's a lot of stuff to do. Not interested in the Belinda. Bit too awkward, it seems. Rodeo for eyes. Just get rid of the Belindas. Kind of sad. Yeah. It's like trying to get, like, beater is obviously, there's a lot going on here, right? Ooh, the pointy arrows were kind of sick. But we can get eyes off that. Classic. Oh, he sells the guy. Huh. Sells the beast. Well, I guess he wants to get perma shields. Is the menagerie guy doing enough? And don't we want the chef's choice actually triggering on a menagerie guy then for more spells being cast? But I guess it doesn't really keep that in combat, right? No, that's spells cast. I guess technically you want it on that. But then you're getting random minions instead of Nagas, and that might not be worth it. So this is complicated. Because he kept the amalgam, he shielded that, and it is something that you can poet. I guess it's just worth it for poet alone already. So you're just out of the shield, and you don't get a shield on your Titus. Or you sell Bran, but you have some battle cries already. You have 2 of those rally proccers. Wait, aren't those rally proccers in... Oh, no, wait, you don't have the tier... You don't have the guy anymore, never mind. With the tier 6 beast, the tier 6 beast says, when you trigger a rally, trigger your leftmost death rattle. Okay, he actually... Okay, so the amalgam that we were kind of like unsure about him keeping the whole time, he did get rid of it eventually with the Mutinous, but it landed on the Seafloor Recruiter. Now, normally that's not such a big deal, but this is a dark gifted Seafloor Recruiter, which means that when the Death Rattle triggers, he will give 1,400 HP to a friendly unit, and because of Titus it's 2,800. So it's really silly. We're just pumping. Drakari, I guess. Oh yeah, end of turn our death rattles are triggering. Bruh, this is going somewhere. Jesus. And then I guess you buff the Seafloor Recruiter to make it bigger, yeah. And you just cast a bunch of spells. Oh, we're goldening that. Why are we goldening that? We only have one dragon, right? He just wants to cast a spell, I guess. If I would have to guess, he just wants to cast an additional spell. Oh. So double Titus, so it's ×3. And then Drakari end of turn effects trigger again. He thinks the other Titus is a dragon. Oh, maybe. Right, like all Titus are dragons or something, yeah. Well, I don't even hate using eyes because I don't, apart from another poet, I don't know where you'd use it, and I don't think I even want another poet. Because the poet's not a Naga, so it doesn't keep the biker buffs, the cyclist guy. But just look at this, man. This is what I mean. Beater is just cooking. He's just cooking. Oh, I died. The Titus is 2.8/3.8k. Or 2.1. That's a big boy. I will say dark gifts will give you such specific situations. This is such a highly specific situation where you have a Titus that is also an amalgam, which means the poet makes sense. You have the Seafloor Recruiter, which is also basically a trickster, the demon that transfers his HP. And then you have a trinket that says trigger your death rattle end of turn, and now all of a sudden the Drakari makes sense to play. It's just like the options are kind of crazy. Whew. That dragon has 2.9k HP. Yeah, no more Bran. He has no more Bran. He has a good amount of money. He played a lot of overconfidence here, but what do you even want outside of Titus? I guess Golden Drakari, Golden Titus. Classic streamer mic. All right. No worries, Beater. That one's on me. It's all good. Ooh, the Beast is back. I think we want to keep that Beast on the board, bro. Isn't that Beast just insane? Yeah, Wind Fury for your rally as well. Because the Beast means that we trigger our Death Rattle again. Which gives us... There's another Beast. He can sell the Dragon. Or the Drakari if he doesn't care, but let's sell the Dragon. Yeah. Double Beast. Put your guy first and Wind Fury it. Hell yeah! Dude, this is gonna go off now. So the Beast says, after a friendly rally minion attacks, trigger your leftmost death rattle. So he's gonna trigger himself, kind of like old Parrot. The Seafloor Recruiter has 2.7k HP. So it's like almost 9,000 HP per attack, because he has Golden Titus. And then if it hits with the Poet, it's ×2 again. So any buffs on the Titus are ×2 again. The HP is off the charts here. This is like old school trickster madness. But way better, right? Because your Titus keeps the buffs permanently and you have some stats from the Cyclist. It's actually amazing that the Cyclist got us through the mid game here. Normally you would not really want to play Cyclist the whole game, but it was a nice way to add some stats to your board. These beasts have so much HP that they're just going to survive, and then the combo just happens all over again. Yeah, nothing is going to die here. My undead game would destroy it. Yeah, mine had like 14,000 damage at the end of the fight. That's enough to kill something. Yeah, Snazzy goes hard. But this is like so unique by Beater. It's like very, very well done. Like on day one during the early access event. Very, very cool. Super cool. Woo! All right. GG's. Yeah, so many broken combos available with Dark Gifts. That's true. All right, chat. That was a wonderful game by Beater. Beautiful. All right. I don't know if I'm going to review another one straight away or if we play a game. I think I need a breather, so we can just talk about the new expansion as well, maybe in between. Let me catch up with chat first. What am I playing? I'm not sure if I'll be playing today because I cannot play the new set anymore. We have to wait until the 4th. So I think reviewing the early access games, it's more fun. But we'll see. Maybe I'll play an old patch game too. Yeah, so there is a new way to display stats in the new season. 1,000 will be 1K. And then I guess six zeros is 1,000,000. You love that Dark Gifts with trinkets enables completely unique comps. Yeah, that's very cool. Is it rank resetting? Yes. Soft reset. So if you're new, you're not going to fight Jeeve. Can't wait to see the M's and the B's. What is a toast spell? It gives +2/+3, and if you win the rounds, another something something. It's basically a snowball spell where you get a lot of stats if you win the round. Kind of like overconfidence for stats. Is 6.7 considered shitty? Yes, specifically that rank is considered shitty. I don't think any rank is considered shitty. It's so subjective. But statistically speaking, you are above average if you have that rank. Can we see a beast game? Yeah, we'll definitely do a beast game as well. I'm not sure if we're going to watch it today. I guess it depends on how many games we're watching today. Chief had a very fun Quill War game that's already on YouTube as well, so want to look at that one too. How much does it reset you by? You go to 8K if you were high MMR, and for everyone else, I don't know. I don't know what high MMR is as well. I don't know what the cutoff is. .6 is fine, 6.8 is alright, but 6.7, psh. Ridiculous. I hope you recover from the surgery, man. Harder reviews. Yeah, we just did the beater with like a very cool game. He's forgetting about the dragon, that proc rally. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if you hit 6.7, you actually just reset back to 0. The new rule. All right, chats. Do something. Yeah, don't do that. That is the poke dance monkey dance. I do not want to like chain review games and then sit here and be like, yeah. Because that's what happens when you just like spam that, and then you get like very lazy, bad review. Basically, I'm just watching then. I'm not contributing anything. What I'm doing when I'm really analyzing it, it costs me more brain power than playing. So I usually take a break where I play a game in between, but I don't know if I want to do that now because that's going to be like half an hour, 40 minutes. So maybe we just chill a little bit in between. But it costs me way more energy to do a good review than to play a game. Sem Demo, thank you very much for the Prime. Welcome, welcome. How long have you been streaming? Just the one game, less than an hour. Coffee? No, I don't want to do a bunch of caffeine today. It was a very rough morning. I was in bed by 1 a.m. after the event. And then I think 4:40, my eldest was beside my bed being like, Dad, I'm up. So that was a very short night. Please play more. Well, we will be reviewing more. So basically, I do not like to just throw a bunch of caffeine on that, because then you are just delaying the problem. Then you will not be able to sleep well this night. So it's better to just take the hit for one day and just feel shitty, and then get a good night's sleep and recover. I've noticed in the past, if you just consume a ton of caffeine to feel better after not sleeping much, like you're just delaying how long it's going to be bad. You could play your VOD from yesterday. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we'll review again. Like I said, I just need a bit of a breather. Is there a reward for contributing in the NA versus EU prize pool? You'd like a signed mug by Jeeve. There is no reward, I'm sorry. Maybe we can do something cool in the future, but this is just... The reward is basically you're helping the tournament, which means there's the likelihood of more tournaments in the future. But it's entirely optional. I guess I can cover that for a second. So we are hosting a tournament on 4, 5, and 6 September, where we're pitting NA versus EU. Savjz, who's in the chat, will be playing as well. This is the rules and everything, and then we have the prize pool, which is currently at 3.5K, which is kind of insane. Because I put 2K in, one viewer put 5K in, and then we opened it up, and the viewers have already put in $1,000, right? And it's still 35 days until the tournament. So we're hoping to hit 5K. That'd be a very fun prize pool to distribute. And we're doing this because we would like to see more tournaments in the scene, and then you kind of have to lead by example. Again, this is not something I'm gonna make money on. This would not be a good business move. But it could be the start of something very cool, where if we make this a very, very successful event, lots of people tune in, we can attract more sponsors, we can maybe get Blizzard in themselves as a sponsor, we can maybe work together with Blizzard to maybe ultimately do some kind of very cool in-person event, and then slowly but surely bring way more tournaments back to the scene. Essentially, I'm seeing if we really put in a lot of effort in the production, the marketing, right? We try to be in touch with the audience and provide the event that you guys want to see, whether a lot more people are going to tune in. Because for Lobby Legends, not a lot of people watched. Like, it was not great. But anyways, if you'd like to check it out, it's ShadyBunny.com. I'll put the link in the chats. All right, let's watch another game. Let me get some stretching in first. I think we'll do the Jeeve game, and then afterwards, let's do the Beast game, because I want to watch the Beast game too. Hey, Sem or Kem, thank you very much for the 1337. Appreciate that, for donating to the prize pool. What are we expecting for the event to be a success? Well, I guess I can sort of compare it to old Lobby Legends numbers. Also, like what my stream usually pulls. I guess off the cuff, like a 5K combined concurrent viewership would be very cool. So YouTube and Twitch together, 5K plus. That would definitely be, but again, that's off the cuff, right? I thought the strat was to advertise the tournament the day off. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You had an insane amount of people on YouTube Live yesterday. I think we peaked at 1,600 concurrents. And that's for an event that we definitely did not advertise as much. Like a little bit of advertisement here or there. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, wow. Frickenstein, thank you so very much for that. Thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate that. That's a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Give some Dogdog games. Yeah, we're going to do a Jeef game and then a Dogdog game. Can you do more duo games? Yeah, that's definitely on the menu. Crazy Lobby Legends was solo. I can't remember exactly what the viewership was, but I don't know if Seville still remembers. Maybe there's like legacy metrics we can access, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a few thousand watching on Twitch. Bane Spirits, thank you for the prime. I do not think it was like 10K or something. Something you would expect from like a big tournament set up by like the official publisher of the game. I don't think we were pulling those numbers at all. It only streamed on YouTube? It didn't. Lobby Legends was on Twitch. This was before they made that deal, I think. Or after, I can't remember. But Lobby Legends was probably not part of the clause or something. I can't remember, but Lobby Legends was not just on YouTube. It was on Twitch as well. Can you do an open qualifier? Probably not. And this is the reason why. Hey, Mr. Mactosh, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Appreciate it for that YouTube donation. If you had a choice to watch an open tournament full of random players you've never heard of, or you can watch Jeef, Beater, Sliders play against each other, what's going to pull more viewership? And then you flip that around. If you only have to manage 16 players and they're all like already professionals and they have their webcam and they're used to streaming, or you have to manage 256 players or 512 players, what's going to be easier? So on the one hand, you have a lot more work for less viewership and a lot more costs, or you have less work, more viewership, fewer cost. So it just doesn't really make sense to an open. Like that's like just a nightmare. All right, anyways, let me quickly get a stretch in, and then we're gonna jump in this Jeef game. All right, so I don't mean to say, by the way, that there will never be an open. I think there are already open tournaments. I think Black Bears, the Ukrainian community, organizes those from time to time. But for the goal of sort of reestablishing the tournament scene, I don't think it's a better strategy than to do invitationals with well-known players. All right, here we go. All right, chat, we are watching another early access game with Jeeve. So, oh, we're conceding? No, fixing our resolution. We have Dragon Ellie, Mech Pirate Quillbore. So this will be the new minions with the new mechanic, Dark Gift. Tracker was not operational yet for this this particular event, but it should be on day 1. So if you'd like to have, that's why he's on the default stuff here. If you want to have in-game strategies by Jeeve, that's probably not going to be like day 1, but I think usually it's like day 2, day 3. Make sure to check out Deck Tracker. I'll put the link in the chat. Here we go. Jeeve's usually pretty fast with that. So if you don't really know what to play, again, usually it's like day 2. You're going to have the strategies in the tracker telling you what Jeeve thinks is best. Who is the player we're watching right now? So that's why it's relevant. So we've got a prison guard. You see this little gold icon thing on the top right? It means that you can click that for 1 gold, and then you can put +3/+3 on a different unit. It can buff itself. I don't hate buying it because it makes your curve better if you have... like, I played it with Rafam and it was kind of nice. Because then on 5 gold, I could buy something for 3, hero power, and use this thing for +3/+3. He's thinking about buying here for the buff. He does have the lasso to then level next turn. It's interesting. So he can buy the shield, buff it, have a 5/5 divine shield. Next turn level lasso. And then like level again. So you have a 5/5 shield, a random thing. He's, yeah. The opponent leveled though. He's not going to do it. Mobile mistouch. I hope they made it kind of intuitive for mobile. For mobile, I think it's going to be slightly different how it handles. Running out of UI space to put buttons. It is in a very weird spot, yeah. The problem is that there are cosmetics, right? Because normally you would say just put it on the board here, right? Like next to the hero power. But there's custom boards where it would get in the way of that. So it's like with heroes, where the reason why they couldn't delete heroes is there were skins for those heroes. So you can't like let people buy a skin and then delete the hero. So I think similarly to that, the reason why we can't put buttons here is because we sold boards to people and now this real estate has been taken. All right, anyways, this was a really nice minion, the 3/4. He used, basically has lasso as a spell attached to it. So for 2 gold, you steal a minion from the shop, but it always steals the highest attack minion. So you can, you have a much better idea of what you're getting. So it's kind of nice. Unless the hero is Baroff. Yeah, if there's Baroff, when you click the hero power, you explode it for a very long time. It's a hilarious bug. So that one they couldn't delete, but they had to remove it from the game for a while. Put him on a little bit of a holiday, a work break. Triple. Okay, it is freezing for it. We have extra money. So if we activate that, we're gonna steal one of the pairs. So you could technically level, use the damage coin, and activate. He's like, oh, do I hero power to steal both of them? Yeah, that doesn't seem like the line. I'm actually kind of curious how he wants to handle this. Because if you do that play, you kind of just push the problem into next turn, where next turn your money is still awkward. Maybe you get a better spell. I do like clicking that button. What do you mean exploded? You would die. Your hero portrait would explode. Like conceding, basically. Pressing the hero power was like conceding. Oh, okay. Yeah. Chief making the other play where it just doesn't really make sense if he levels now. So he's just squeezing in the scout for more money. That's insane. That's why they disabled it. That's why they disabled it. Yeah. Yeah, you can only do the activate once per turn. But it's a fun mechanic. It's something that it's quite creative. I would not have really come up with that. I mean, I haven't been thinking about new mechanics, but this is like pretty far away from something that was on my mind. So it's kind of cool to see how they've introduced that. So he could level an oil if he wants to delay the triple. He could also still level and steal it, and then use the activate of the triple for +6/+6. Because he can use the activate here to steal the 3/3 guaranteed. There's a whole list of new Battlegrounds cards revealed. Yeah, I made videos on all of them. Oh, he's gonna go with the Dark Gift instead of the oil. Yeah, I guess that makes way more sense. An extra copy for Cutlass, yay. I don't hate that either. You could also gem day. Don't really want the dragon, but let's see what Jeef wants to do. I kind of like the on the end of turn gain 4/3. That's not bad either. Not 4/3, 3/2. I've been enjoying this Dark Gift of get an extra copy of this, so I think I probably would have done that for a full board. But he gets scaling on this thing, I guess. I don't know. This is where I'm not really sure. I think 2 6/4s and the spell power is kind of cool. But maybe he doesn't want to push into a pirate trinket. That might actually be a legit concern here for Jeef. If he plays the 2 pirates, his trinkets are pirate. Instead of neutral. Neutral trinkets are better, because then you get stuff like Goblin Wallet and Book for discovering gems. Token, trip vouchers. These are generally considered a lot nicer than... Oh, Token's actually nice, because he can level, get the triple, and then he can token the thing into a 6-drop and hero power that. That's kind of sick. Sure. Click the button. Bloop. Level play, see what you get. You can just play Rascal and evolve that. I think I'm down for that. He might also keep the 5-drop and cast spells on that, but getting a 6-drop that you can golden, I kind of like it more. The Vigilant Bristlemane is nice, though. I have played with it myself. And he is buffing gems. So he's heavily considering not using the token on the 5-drop and just taking the Bristlemane instead. You can always evolve the Sly Infiltrator, I guess. Yep, okay. Then evolve that. Sure, that makes sense. I guess a shield, yeah. Oh, he's gonna golden that. Okay. I guess that makes sense, again, when you think about it. He does get a lot of stats here. Yeah, you just have to see it in action. So, to me, that did not look like a great golden at the time, but he buffs his gems, which is already very relevant. And then he also had a way to get 3 gems in hand. So this 5-drop, whenever you cast a spell on it, will cast a gem on the adjacent minions. And now that it's golden, I presume it's just double, right? So 2 gems. Yeah. So every time you cast a spell on this, it's 4 gems on your board. Well, not your whole board, but... Is the new Oil Cool War Shady's new favorite unit? It's fun, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Alright, evolve. He can steal that for 2 gold here because it's the highest damage. Kind of don't hate it. I think we have to soul the baller at some point. Chef's Choice every turn is kind of nice for casting a spell. Sure. Interesting that that's good enough. Baller Spell or Dark Gift. Baller Spell is fun, but I don't think it's good enough. I do like Dark Gifting for tempo, so yeah, Foodie for the +2/+2 gems. You can get a lot of tempo, but gem buffing early, it's just better. Just sell the Airballer and end on Cookie. He's looking at the spell. If he wants to, maybe hold it. Alright, so he's on +1/1, so 3/3. Yeah. He's +3/+3 in his gems right now because of Golden Foodie. That's nice. How many Dark Gifts do you get? 3. 3 per game. It's like Zephyr's Hero Power. Is it weird that I use this as a podcast respectfully to listen to as I shower? Yeah, I mean, you had me until shower. I think it's fair. I have no qualms about it. All right. How do you activate? You click the minion and pay the gold. So I guess I might have been excuse me. I might have been a little bit too hesitant to lock into that Quillbore mid game by just going with the hero power on the Quillbore tier 5. I would have just gone for the 6-drop after the Bounty Pirates. But I can see now, because he already had Gem Day, that this was actually quite a good move. Like, this made sense. It was maybe trying to roll a 5-drop here to Evo the shop for a 6. But he can just Evo the Foodie for a 5-drop. Harbinger, get more Gem Day. Oh, that's 5, so... Right, he can just... Oh, he wants a chef, okay. If he sells a... Ooh, Juggernaut is sick. Yeah, I think you sell the Sindore to steal the cookie then. Because you need the gems on this Juggernaut. Hey, Cosmos Matt, thank you very much for the 5 months. Thank you, thank you. What if it was disrespectfully? Well, we'd have a problem then, wouldn't we? I guess, maybe, I think. Possibly. Alright. Double cook. So he's getting triple Chef's Choice now, because Chef was the last thing he cast. Just farming a bunch of quills. Farm. So that tier 5 Quillbird that he just got, it's the best buff target by far. It's insane. When it rallies, it summons a token with the gem stats. So, and if it's golden, it's ×2. So if you have 2,000 gems on it, which is not impossible with gem transfer, you summon a 4,000 token. Now, it didn't summon anything because there's 0 gems on it. But that's not going to stay very long, because that tier 5 Quillbore is very good at putting gems on stuff. The choose one sticker is really nice. This Trailblazer one. You choose one cards, have both effects combined. So Gem Day will be +1/+1 from now on. And he can spam a lot more. I don't want the Agam sticker. I probably don't want the 6-drops either. Yeah, I think you just go for that. He doesn't have that much for it yet. But the Chef's Choices on Quillbore can definitely generate more. I mean, this is Rogers or nothing, I guess. Specialist, are we playing that? I feel like we're not playing it, right? I mean, maybe we are. We steal it for 2 golds, but... Okay, he's gonna Dark Gifts. This minion's end of turn also triggers start of turn. We do like stealing the gems here. Put it on the Juggernaut, so I think it's a good pick. Ooh, skips the gem rats? That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it's Jeep, right? So I'm not really gonna question it. I'm just gonna be like, huh, I didn't, yeah, not what I would have done. All right, cast it. Yeah, this is so fun, right? Now we're getting a lot of choose one stuff. Pointy arrow is a lot of gems here. Oh, it tripled. Sure. Don't think it matters. Rally, get a choose one card. That'd be nice to keep, yeah. We're buying the spell here. Yeah, the pointy arrows is good tempo. I like that too. Yeah, then we're buffing the juggernauts. I guess Belinda would have been a really good triple too. Yeah, Belinda actually takes us to the next level. So now we have some choose one generation. Our Juggernaut is big. I think Juggernaut could maybe move up slightly and one of the cookies back. Super JJ with the big boy pirate. Damn. That is large. Large and in charge. JJ with the Belinda already. That's another fun thing from watching this event. You get a lot of streamers going against each other. So there's a lot of names you recognize during the matches. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, woo, nice. I guess we do have the big big gem rat. Yeah, this is just a choose one fiesta right now. Not going for a 6, but what does he need from 6? Belinda, right? Yeah. Buying Bran. Is this a... I guess elementals are in for Bran, so you have some value. Excuse me. Damn. So yeah, no Belinda, unfortunately. Belinda with these chef's choices would be very fun. Keeping the cookies as long as he can, but I'm guessing this turn they might go. Alright. Goodbye, my cookie. 4 gems and 4 rolls. Man, this is actually so many gems. Look at that. Probably don't need another confiscation. Nope. Chef's choice. Does he care about another brand? I doubt it, right? Just end on the dragon to farm spells. Nope. Giga Chad. Buy the brand, don't care. He stole the gems to then transfer them again. I guess it doesn't really matter. He just wanted to cast more. Because if he casts it on the middle guy, it's still a spell, which then casts more gems. That's true. Okay. Hey, Red Gaming, no problem. Appreciate it. Glad to hear it. All right. Rally for choose ones. We kept these cookies for a long time. Generating the chef's choices have been really good to us. 700 health token, bro. You know, when I saw that minion announced, I was like, this is just a recipe for problems, dude. You can't just let minions summon tokens that are as big as themselves on rally, right? So you just do it again and again. And on top of that, it also has the effect that it immediately attacks a target. So it kills like Leroy. So you can't even like taunt Leroy against it. It's actually so dumb. Yeah, this is like Bristle. It's not as bad as Bristle because Macaw isn't in. And it's not a death rattle, right? So with a death rattle and Macaw, you could just print a full board of them immediately. But it's still, it's similar. It's definitely similar. Yeah, he's getting that for the gem day. Silent Deliverer is fine. Gives you 2 gold and 4 drops, but you don't get a triple reward from them. Oh, the hatch triggers the thing you get to choose one. Oh, golden for free. Are we out of the gem confiscation guidance? I kind of like keeping this runaway And maybe even trying to golden that 4-drop, but no, that's a bit much for Jeeve. It's like, let's not go crazy here. Let's not go crazy. Armor? We armoring? Selling that for Geomancer. Geomancer with brand, kind of insane. Okay, trigger that. Choose one, choose one. You can keep that and just hold it. If you cycle it, it gets way more value. You can trigger the token. That would be so bullshit. Because you can triple... Can you triple the token? And would it be gems? Can you transfer the gems off again? Probably not, right? Wow. That's... Oh my god. Bro, that is so insane. The token probably doesn't have blood gems on it. No, the token doesn't have blood gems on it. But still, you can triple the token and just get like a giga big minion. Right? Got a golem golem? Wow, that is silly. So if you trigger it, then you trigger the rally twice, you summon 2 of those big boys. Now you need a lot of board space for that, so I can see just going for the other play, which just makes his minion bigger. But if the moment you get a golden one, it's double the stats again, right? It's actually insane. My Sneed game yesterday, my Sneed game was hilarious, chat. Yep. My Sneed game was so good. Gems are getting pumped here. It's very, very satisfying. Pomp it. Eyes and another trigger rally, dude. I kind of would have wanted eyes for the 3/6, but this is where Jeef is so much better, where it's like, it's too late for that. Yeah, the trigger rally dragon is gonna get changed. So Mutinous here could already have a fun thing then. If he thought about triggering the golems. This tier 5 Quillbore is also fantastic to buff anything. It's got a cleave in his hand. Do we care? Probably not. Now to choose one. This trinket is very, very fun to play with. Why choose? Just get both. Yeah, he's gonna be large. I wonder, does he transfer off the gem rat right now? Ooh, Belinda. Freeze? Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, we are transferring off the gem rat. Of course we are. And very, very fun to watch. I mean, we're good, right? Yeah. My god, it's so nice! The golden quill. It seems like Shady doesn't have YouTube on the overlay. Yeah, I don't. Fuck YouTube. No. It's I tried it, but it looked really bad when I mixed the chats. I would need to find a better way to do it. If somebody has an elegant way of showing both chats, then we could try it, but it was a bit yeah, it did not look nice on the screen. But YouTube chat is right there. I can read you guys. You exist. All right. Maybe we should take turns where Twitch chat can be on screen for a bit, and then YouTube chat can be on screen. Kind of like I'm divorced and you guys get to have me once every weekend. It's just like from one chat to the other. All right. Yeah, the Belinda takes us to the next level stupid, right? Oh. Pop, 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 pop. We're going for the 6. Why do we care about a 6? Another Belinda? Oh, yeah, yeah. He has another Belinda in his hand. He's like scanning. Where's the choose ones? Where's my choose ones at? Shady's gonna send us to RDU for the weekend. YouTube chat is silent 80% of the time. Yes, yes. I mean, Twitch definitely does the heavy lifting when it comes to the amount of messages. Cat, top 3. Fuck it. We're cat. We're going cat. Let's go. Let's go, baby. So the Belinda gives him one more. The Belinda gives him double cast, which means that instead of 2 gems on the adjacent, it's now 4 gems on the adjacent. When he casts 1 gem on that Quillbore, it casts 4 gems on the adjacent. And then the Oozling, it's the same, right? Okay, he's just making another one here. Look at how big that is immediately. A little bit of a gem transfer in there. 1.6k. Just cheeky 1.6. Donate X or more to switch chat to your platform. You know, I actually thought about that at one point. I was like, oh my god, I'm genius. I'm rich. I'm going to open up chats for donations. The highest bidder gets the screen real estate. But then I was like, maybe that's a bit much. It's insane. Wait, this guy is also large. But we're fine. Oh yeah, it's JJ. Just barely not big enough. How big are the blood gems? We don't have the tracker, but it's quite sizable. Golden. Oh my god, a 3.1k. Wait, rewind. Sorry. Oh, we got Belinda anyway. Ajif is not like tryharding here, because like look at what's happening here. Because that Felbor doesn't have gems, so he can't really transfer off it. But still, 3.1k, and you're about to go in the finals. He can replace any unit on his board with a 3.1k Felbor, which gives him a triple discovery, by the way. And we're choosing Belinda for golden. So this is where I know that he's kind of trolling. But it's great to watch. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and he gets a Belinda anyway. So it's a little bit of buyer's remorse here, but that's okay. I appreciate it. I really do. It's so funny to watch the Belinda get sold now, yeah. Brigands, yep. Put the guy there, yeah. Oh, it's so good that he has 2 now. The gems seem to be in the 20s, right? 23? Yeah, 22, 23 or something. Whee! Whee! Super fun. Ooh, we're skipping the ooze. I guess we have 50 seconds. Maybe doesn't have time for that anymore. Golden and foodie and the ooze. We're not buying the ooze, yeah. Saying no to ooze. Say no to ooze. Needs to be careful with his placement though, if he's putting it next to that guy. Okay, he's just playing a random shields. Turbo Hog? Turbo Hog doesn't really matter too much, I would say. He just needs to not get scammed on his guy. There's nothing to Reno, right? Yeah. I mean, he could Reno the second Brigand, but just all in on 1 Brigand is, I think, fine. Just a nice little Leroy here. We're going in combat with the Panda, yeah. But, I mean, the mechs are nowhere near big enough. Even if he gets upper-handed, he's fine, right? He's summoning an 18k token, almost 19k. Yeah, it is 19k HP. Wow. He summons 19... Guys, let that just... Let that sink in for a second. His token minion has 19,000 health. And now he's making another one. And then you can just, you know, insert DJ Khaled here. Another one. Like, this is... He's got like 60,000 health worth of tokens that weren't there at the start of the fight. It's kind of insane, bro. Choosing triple Belinda might be more stats on the 3k. I don't think so. You're going from double to triple, right? You need to make 3,000 stats. Well, to be fair, he doesn't have to make 3,000 stats because the stats on the rally Kibler count at least double, right? So you got to make, let's say, over 1,000 stats because your Belinda is now golden. I don't know. Don't think so. Not to mention, you also get a triple discovery from the Felbor, right? Maybe he had no space. He had space. Look at what he ended this fight with. He literally has a panda on the board. Like, look, he has a random Murloc that he played because he just wants to fill his board. He has a Brand that is still on the board. He has the panda that is on the board. He has this guy that is still on the board. He has like 2 real units, or 3, right? 2 or 3 real units. All the rest can be replaced with combat units. So it's not space, he's just trolling, like, but in the good way, right? He's playing the early access event and he wants to push the limits of the comp and have fun. So it's totally fine, it's normal. But if he's in a tournament, I don't think he will I don't think he takes that. Whew. Okay, that was fun. Let's do one game on the old patch in between, sort of to relax, and then look at some more games. The red dragon can make the permanent tokens. Yeah, it's kind of sick. Any new spells? There's a few, yeah. I don't think I know them all off the top of my head, but there's a few new spells. Actually, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna play. I'm on 3 hours sleep, my dudes. I don't think I want to do 3 hours sleep play. It's a bit too much brain lag. Let me spectate. Give me a moment. Let me grab like a sandwich or something, and then we're gonna watch some more new games. Fa playing at 17.5. Jesus. Did he add like 400 MMR since we last saw him? What a Chad. Will you try to make patchwork? And again, I might be on too low sleep for this. Go sleep, my dude. I'm not gonna sleep at 2 p.m. Also, I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep at 2 p.m., right? Maybe like a minor nap or so would be cool. But this is what happens once per trimester, right? There's an early access event, but it starts at 6 p.m. and I go to bed usually around 8 p.m, 9 p.m, right? So between 8 and 9. So obviously, if the event lasts 6 hours, I'm in bed around 1 a.m. But then normally you say, I'll just sleep in, but kids, so yeah. We try to make the patch work. Yes, so that's what I thought it was. And I was like, it's probably not that. But I guess it was that. Oh, we're not on... Look, these are the pleb numbers, chat. What are these weird big numbers? You can't read them. Ugh, what is this? I want to make Quill stronger? Yeah. Pretty fun. Little dad nap on the couch. Alright, chat. Quick beer back. And then we're going to review at least one more game. Maybe 2, maybe 3 again. I'll see how I feel. We got tomorrow too. After some sleep. We don't have to review like all the games in one day. Because... tomorrow is going to be the 1st of August, and the patch only releases on the 4th, so still, excuse me, still got some time. Bon appetit, merci. Merci. I'll bring it upstairs, don't worry. Then we can just have a little bit of a chat. You can ask me questions about the new patch then when I'm back. Or other stuff. It's fine.
Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? It's all in the tusks. Is there anything more beautiful than this minion's loyalty? Bullseye. This is a great look for you.
All right, here we are. Wait, it's free to play? It's 17k free to play? Does the stream end? No, we're gonna watch at least one more of the new games. But I'm taking it a bit easy. Because yesterday was pretty late. Pretty early access. So, again, I also don't want to do like a shitty job. If we're looking at the games, I want to be able to really comment on it and think about all the strategies, prepare for the new season and all that. Help you guys do the same. Was an inventory removed in the new season? Yeah, so what we are watching right now is just the live servers. I guess what we can do, I can just put on a game that I played yesterday. That's probably more interesting. That's true. Let me grab one of my games from yesterday. All right. What game are we wanting? So I had I have a Cali game. Oh, the Sneed game, maybe? If you guys haven't seen the Sneed game, it's hilarious. Yeah, I'll put the Sneed game on. The Sneed game is worth it. Muted? I'm not muted. You're muted. Real Rebel, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back. Here, Sneed game. I'll turn the old chat off, or... Oh, I actually can't do that. I can turn you guys off. Yeah. What do you want? I guess it's readable like this. Yeah. I'm not going to be eating for too long, so I'll try to get into the action a bit. Skip the early game. We just do some stuff. We level. Oh, winter bread here was kind of nice. I won the round, so I got double buff. 8-12. Level to 3, level to 4. Does your Twitch chat not play? It plays for me, but I turned it off for you guys because I'm capturing Hearthstone separately. I had some audio lag issues when I was capturing everything at the same time. So I still hear it, but you guys don't. Might try to fix that at some point. What did I take here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, watch. This is where the good shit starts happening. So I just summoned it during the tavern phase. It's locked in my hands. And it will unlock next turn, so I just duplicated the minion. You can do it every turn. This is my face. I was having a good time. This is a repeat VOD. We're watching this from yesterday. While I'm having a bite. The event was only 6 hours long, and it's for streamers only. Streamers, content creators, journalists, and stuff. Here I'm saying I can make shielded horses. But it would be lame. I don't want to do lame. Now it's golden in my hands. And I make another golden one if I just click it. Now he has a dark gift 3 times. Is the stream not in full screen? Is it not? Mm-hmm. To what point did you think it should be fixed? It should not trigger in the combat. It should not trigger in the tavern phase. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to the juicy stuff because I want to review the other game. But we discover a Kodo with dark gifts. And then that Kodo, I also duplicate with my trigger. Then I can gem transfer to it. Pump the Kodo more, and then Belinda for double procking as well. You summon the Sanguine here too for doubles. Get a Kodo army slamming through people. There's flashing lights all around the screen. Oh, but this is the overlay they wanted me to use. Look, now it's gone. It's because we're watching the VOD from yesterday. And you summon another Belinda to triple that too. And now the Kodo is golden, so you make golden Kodos. And then in the end, I got warping in my hand. Sell my Belinda so I don't pull the warping out of my hand. And now I summon a big ass warping. Unfortunately, I had Leroy though, but still. I get a golden touch from the random beast, which is also hilarious. Eyes for the buddy, so now I summon 2. And then this is the finals. Just look at this warping, how big it gets. 3.2k, 3.4k HP, Divine Shield warping. Insane, right? All right, cool. Let's watch the next game. So yeah, that was the highlight of yesterday. Just unethical, absolutely unethical stuff coming in. Right, I told you guys we would watch the Dogdog game for Beast, so let's do that first. So Beasts look OP. Like, Beasts look absolutely OP. Sorry about that. All right, chat. We are watching a Dogdog game, Beast, Dragon, Mech, Murloc, Pirate, and we're slamming the Terran. So again, this is from the early access event, so that's why you see the gem in the top right. That's a new mechanic called Dark Gifts. You can use it 3 times per game. It costs you 3 golds, basically like a Zephyr's Hero Power. I guess Putricide Hero Power is a better comparison because then you create a unit, right? So that's what you do as well here. You press the button and you get unit and it has a dark gift, which is an extra bonus. It could be something like this unit has all types, or this minion doubles the stats at the start of combat, or it copies the stats from the leftmost, which is actually a really good one. That one has won me a game yesterday. It's quite fun. From what I've seen and experienced, it's pretty good to just pop it in the mid game and then try to win the game off the more OP units right now. Dog's already looking at it. He's like, tier 6. Now, once they nerf some of the OP stuff, maybe you want to play a little bit more around your dark gift and delay it. I'm not sure. Turn the chat back on. Hey, you're right. You're all right, chat. You're back. You're back. All right, level play to money. Nothing crazy going on here. Macaw and Rylak are out for this patch. Yep. We're getting batted. Bloop. So fun watching last night. Appreciate it. You have Automaton, so just Tom and Scout, I guess. Hero Power Tom. It's a good turn. Tom is a nice unit for Terran for sure. Tasty Lobster plus Bird seems like a new back-to-back. Kind of, yeah. There's a new back-to-back in town. Although, yeah, I mean, this also requires a lot of pieces, right? You need to Titus and the tier 6 guy, a lot of stuff. We're foreshadowing a little bit, guys. I'm watching this game because the dog gets some good beast action, so a little bit of foreshadowing. We're not going to ruin the whole combo yet. If you haven't seen it, it's quite funny. But yeah, just be ready. There's some fun. There's some shenanigans on the horizon for sure. Activate, discover a spell. Activate for fish bait or paper drake. Probably not paper drake, one of the others. But I think he just wants to use this spell to discover though. Scour Fin on Terran is nice, but I think Reborn is probably still where we want to go because we can only play the Scour Fin next turn, and then we'd have to hold something in our hand that we kind of want to level, and yada yada yada. So I do agree. Ballers are bad. It's not really a thing at the moment, but maybe if there's like an easier way to incorporate the air baller. But there's just some OP strats going on, which is pretty normal start of season. For those of you who have never seen a new season, it's pretty normal for there to be... Oh my god, he's already got a Reborn Lobster if he wants it. It's pretty normal for there to be some things that are clearly stronger than others. That's usually gets nerfed within a week, maybe 2. So don't be scared that like, oh my god, the game is so broke. It's like, this is pretty much how it goes every time, start of season. I guess he's going to use Dark Gift because the shop is not good. So don't be afraid to just use your Dark Gift whenever it makes sense on your gold. Get extra copy. This menu is actually... I might just go for an extra copy. There's Deflect though with an extra shield, but not really buffing it, right? 2 6/4s, it's a pair. Nope, let's go for the Deflecto. Wow. Interesting. So Tasty Lobster has a death rattle that says give +1/+1 to a random beast and improve your future lobsters. So then it's going to be +2 and then +3 and then +4. And because he's Terran, he can kill it off extra. Does he extra hit for Deflect or Refresh? I don't think you can refresh your shield if you haven't lost it. That's why I think on Deflecto it's not actually that good. I think we could have gotten away here with 2 Cutlassiers instead, because look, the Lobster already did a good amount of buffing, right? It's got Reborn and he's using Terran on it. It's kind of sick. Trigger if enemy is death rattle, more lobster. All in a lobster, go. Kind of feels like it. Dog, it feels like Dog either played this or lost to it already because he's like, lobster, yes. Me, lobster. Which is nice. You mean if each new shield will take 2 hits? Oh. Probably. Judging from the wording, at least. The wording should mean that the Deflecto needs to get hit 2 more times to remove the shield. Yeah, I mean, Lobster is gonna get out of hand very quickly. Look at the buffs already. Look at the buffs here, chat. This is stupid. 30, 28, 26, 27. It's turn 5. And there's no Titus here. There's no extra mechanics. It's literally just, I guess there is extra mechanics, and it wasn't turn 5, it was turn 6. He does have a Terran hero power, and he has a trinket, but still, this is a little silly. That's a little silly here. All right, tier 5, probably not losing anyway, and then try to get Titus. Accelerate this. What does a Lobster do? It gives +1/+1 to a beast on death rattle and then improve it. So it's kind of like back-to-back, where the more death rattles you have, the better the death rattles become. You can see that he's already at 60, right? Yeah, they're gonna have to nerf this. Look at this. This is not okay. And he doesn't even have like many pieces of the combo. This is just one Lobster with Reborn. Again, he's got the trinket, he's got the hero power. That helps a lot. But still, this does not feel okay. For where do they get the ideas for these mechanics? Well, I mean, they get paid to do that, but I'm sure that they look around other games as well for inspiration from time to time. But yeah, it's probably just a lot of, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we could do this or that, or those are not Titus, chat. Those are definitely not Titus. Bank armor. Okay, Dark Gift. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, that's good. Headhunter Griffin is actually really nice because it's a rally effect. There is a tier 6 beast that says when you rally, trigger the leftmost death rattle you have. So that's super strong. Because this thing, when it rallies, it gets you a beast. So it can already farm you more beasts, which is very nice. The added benefit is that it's already a trigger for that tier 6 beast once you have it. There is a better trigger with the hyena. There is a hyena that has rally, summon a lobster. So that's the preferred rally for lobster comp. We could call it lobster comp, I guess. Surf and serve. We can call it surf and serve. But that's kind of weird because it's that's an actual unit. Anyway, it's good to have a rally. Let's leave it at that. And you're gonna see why that is later. Farming. The fish bait on his board, or the 2-drop that summons fish bait, is also nice because it opens up triggering that rally during the tavern phase. Oh, this is actually perfect, man. Look at how he's just, oh, it's so disgusting when you get that crazy value from the rally. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me rewind here. Right, usually I watch a the YouTube video where the editor throws up the flashbang shield for the trinkets. Because he likes to spam the hide button. Let's see if he does it here. Start of combat, give rally minions Wind Fury shield. He found the hyena. Manipulator is also not bad for later. I'm kind of down for the Rally Divine Shield now that he also has the hyena. Oh, it's not Wind Fury, it's just Divine Shield. But he can Wind Fury with Scarab, I guess. Nope, he's gonna go Faceless. I guess he can hit a really good dark thingy minion, right? Belinda works with the extra trigger. Oh, we're taking Bran over Belinda? What? Isn't Belinda with the extra spellcraft trigger really good? Okay. It's maybe some stuff that I don't understand yet. Maybe he needs a brand for... There's no more Tiger Shark, right? Yeah, there's no more Tiger Shark. Huh, I wonder. Ooh. Yeah, that give your rally minions Divine Shield looks kind of good now because here's your Wind Furies, right? But yeah, maybe it doesn't really matter. Oh, right. He makes more lobsters by just attacking. Oh, could he have Wind Furied it? Could he have Wind Furied it and gotten 2 right now? No, no, there was nothing to hit. He could not have Wind Furied it. Yeah. Because you would Wind Fury, but there's only the one thing to hit, right? So it wouldn't have mattered. The Hyena first, unless you're playing down a unit, doesn't really work, right? But, I mean, he has so much value already from the lobsters. I think he's fine regardless. And he can fix that positioning for next fight. The Hyena has this thing where it's also nice to see how this is played, by the way. Sorry, my brain just jumps from one thought to another here. But he's keeping this Lionfish on the board for a very long time, and we see why now. Because it allows the Hyena to just make Golden Lobster. And once he has Golden Lobster, he gets a lot of value here, yeah. Tiger Shark, or Fish Bait. Yeah, because he gets Golden Lobster for his Spellcraft and for his Hero Power now, so it's twice as effective. And he can just trigger it again. The Lobster's so huge already. And this is with 0 Titus, right? Imagine if he has Titus as well. Reborn on the guy, true. Yeah. Insane. Ooh, he's thinking about buying the Golden Touch for Titus. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, why not? He has Faceless. That's double Golden Titus. That's true. Oh my god. It's not something I would have done in the moment, but I can see it. Okay, another Hyena. We also still have this active to spawn more lobsters if he wants to. Which I guess we want to. Board space is a bit of a thing because you want to play this Death Strider on the board as well. Okay, he's not doing it. So he did not activate the fish bait for another lobster. So maybe he just needs the one golden lobster on the board. The boards I was losing to had multiple lobsters on the board. So, oh, cleave. But he positioned around it? Kind of, not really. If he gets a good hit here. Nope. Man, this is a lot of stats from Pirates, by the way. First time I've seen Pirates really pop off. He's messaging pretty crabs. Oh, it's maybe a little bit of arrogance here. He's like, oh, there's some nice crabs. Take 15, sir, from this pirate board. But yeah, Dog doesn't have Titus yet. things change if he gets that, because he has the Golden Touch and the Faceless. So double Golden Titus is kind of insane. Oh, he found it, he found it. Okay, can he get it in one go? I guess so, yeah. Because you can sell quite a bit here to get it. It's kind of interesting that he's not... I guess we can use the fish bait. Oh, right, he can kill something. Wait, don't you want to... Oh, I guess, yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, don't you want to attack with the other rally to generate a beast? But You generate a better beast here, which makes sense. Oh, he's actually buying this shop incredibly efficiently. Wow, that's beautifully done. So if he keeps rallies, he is triggering the death rattle of the golden one. Which is technically better than just having more things dying, right? All right, 1 second. Yeah, lots of mechanics to empty a shop for sure. This is definitely a bit confusing because it's one of those cases where you just need a lot more board space because you're not familiar with what you can keep yet. But like, for instance, that minion that spawns a fish bait, is that worth then cycling, or is he just like not triggering it in the... Is he just not triggering it in the tavern phase anymore? He's just trying to find golden hyena. Okay, so the griffin attacks and triggers the golden lobster because he has the tier 6. And it triggers a golden lobster 5 times because of golden Titus ×2. So every time a rally minion attacks, it triggers the 1 death rattle that's on the board, which is the lobster. Look at the stats here. These are silly numbers already. But this is what happens when you get the Titus online, right? Silly. What does a candle trinket do? It triggers a death rattle. So it's just activating the lobster in the tavern phase. Doing even more. Wouldn't Belinda go crazy with the spellcraft? Yeah, but it's just board space. You'd want a lot here. It's sliders and beater in this lobby. Whew. There's a Belinda. But you gotta sell something. Okay, he's actually quite happy to sell that. I guess he has another one in his hand, sure. Not keeping lobster, sure. Another Titus. I guess you want that 6-drop, another 6-drop here. Or golden hyena, maybe? Pop. You could just keep the Belinda for a fight. It's a little disrespectful. It's more than a little. No triple rewards? Not from those minions. The ones that are generated from that tier 6 guy, they don't give triple rewards. It's a tier 6 that makes golden 4-drops, but they don't give triple rewards. Be a little too broken if it did. Okay, it looks like he rolled into hyena here. Let's see. Boom! Perfect. Caught it. Definitely didn't miss it. But having more rallies is also pretty good because it just triggers the lobster over and over. But I guess golden hyena summons golden lobster? Not 2 lobsters, right? Banana. Important. I'd be kind of interested to even start with Belinda to make more board space. Slider's also on the pirate train here. So both players that are still alive are going pirates, right? Yeah. Yeah, 2.7k, respectable. Our hyena is 5.2k without trying. 6k now. Just some classic, just some beasts doing beast stuff. Nothing to be alarmed about here, sir. Just 5k beasts. Play by beasts. Completely ethical stuff. Yeah, saving that Belinda, definitely nice. Triggering that again. I think the way to get this even better is to have a lot of tavern procs as well. Because if you can proc the fish bait to spawn the minion in the shop to attack, you're triggering the tasty lobster over and over again. during the tavern phase. Now, to be fair, he does have the spellcraft with Belinda. That definitely makes up for not triggering it through the fish page, right? There's a lot of extra triggers here too.
Summon Leok? No, another huffer.
I actually recently listened to that song again. Because my wife, she sort of knew Hearthstone when I played Arena, and it was just like basic Hearthstone. But now with Battlegrounds, she can't really follow what's going on anymore. And she was like, "What? You can't even go face in Battlegrounds? This is a stupid game mode." I was like, let me put on this classic for you, my dear.
Do me trade?
The best line in that whole song is,
"If the face plays taunt, we still go face."
that kills me every time. All right, this is insane, by the way. This is the guy that called our crabs cute earlier, by the way. He's like, "Oh, some cute crabs." Hello there, sir. How about 13,000 damage from lobsters? The sad face. I mean, it's kind of like your normal beast stuff where it looks decent and then you add double golden Titus and it is like absolutely batshit crazy broken. It's kind of your classic, right? It's like Leapers. You watch Leapers do something and then you add 2 golden Titus and you're like, yep, that's insane. So yeah, this is scaling quite well. They're gonna nerf this, right? I mean, Jesus. Like, again, we're watching double golden Titus, but still. Belinda, no! Gotta keep her one more turn at least. Think of the double trigger. I don't think he's gonna sell it against the ghost. I don't think that would make any sense. Now, the cool thing here is that the lobster death rattle is universal, right? Because his lobster improves the other lobsters. So if he uses Terran hero power and summons the reborn version and triggers that one instead with his rally, or rather his tier 6 that makes the rally proc death rattle, that actually still has the same amount of buffs on it. It's kind of like Eternal Knights, right? It's like your lobster buffs are as big everywhere. So he can just like use Terran hero power on it. Also, it has taunt by default, so that's also super useful. Yep, this is... Yep, crazy. What does a tier 6 minion do? When your rally minion attacks, trigger your leftmost death rattle. This is why the tavern proccing is so potent as well, because you can have a rally minion attack in the tavern with fish bait, trigger the death rattle of the tasty lobster, and then you have a permanent buff. Why does a K look like an R? It's lowercase. Did Blizzard respond to your sneak feedback? Yeah, they said, yeah, that shouldn't happen. We're gonna be working on that. All right, armor just in case he gets bad combat. Sure. He's looking at it like, ooh, I can trigger it during the combat. I can trigger it during the tavern. Just trigger the Belinda now. Trigger the spellcraft and then sell Belinda. And then you can run that thing. Does he want to buy the other rally here? Or does he not care? Kind of does like an air. You can't out unsee it now. Ah, sure you can. He got what? The random rally gave him another 6-drop? Jesus, bro. Well, I guess that solves that problem. We know what we're ending on. And he can just reborn and Wind Fury everything. Oh my god. Wind Fury that first, right? Yeah. I guess he just does both. I mean, this build is just done, right? This build is just done. Your impression of the Smork song is perfect. Thank you. It's a lot of reps. Not on purpose. It's so catchy, man. And that came out, what, like 8 years ago or longer or something? So that's almost a decade that song lives in my head, so. Oh, my god. So 2 Reborn Wind Fury, although I have a feeling that these guys are not dying, so the Reborn's probably not that useful. Just triggering it in the tavern made his minions permanently this big. Yeah, poor Sliders. He's APMing his ass off. You can tell, right? These are very high pirate stats from what I've seen in this expansion so far. Like, these are solid numbers. And the crab is destroying him. Like, he hasn't even gone halfway through his buffs yet, right? Yeah, the thing hasn't even died. Actually, it's Titus. He might want to reposition a bit, but then Cleave gets worse, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is going to get adjusted. 19k. Pretty solid. Okay, time for the ultimate revenge. Kill the guy that called our crabs cute. 11 years ago the song came out, so more than a decade. Yeah, time flies. Cycle Belinda? I don't think so. We would have to triple the 6-drop to be able to move. Yeah, it's like very tempting to trigger it during the tavern phase, but because we have double gold and Titus, I don't think we can care about it. I think you're just rolling for golden 6-drop. That's it. Might be wrong. Or a good spell, I guess. There's some spells that could be interesting. If Nagas were in, which I think they're not, you can roll the spell that gives you spellcrafts for Divine Shield for your Titus, for instance. You can roll the spell that makes the enemy 1 HP. If you're board locked, that's usually the stuff you're aiming for, other than your triples. All right. Let's go. He does have a 8k cleave. But it has Reborn, our guy, right? Our beast has Reborn. And it doesn't matter whether it's Reborn or the base version, because we just need it for the effect. It's not even dying anymore. It's got 16k. Oh, look at these numbers, bro. What? 22k, 23k. Again, we are watching it with double golden Titus in action, so take it with a grain of salt. But if this doesn't get changed by day 1, I'm definitely playing some Beast. If I see the lobster, I'm gonna be like, oh, maybe even pick some heroes like Lich King or Terran to accelerate it. But yeah, that is just back-to-back, basically. Beast back-to-back. Oh, that was the last game from the event for Dog. Oh, that's nice. He actually raided me after that. That's cool of him. All right. Let me see. How do you know which minion wins the fight if both have 5.1k? I don't think you can right now, but if it would be possible, it would be nice if they could display the actual amount of stats on the card if you hover it. I don't think they do that right now. I don't think I remember seeing that, but that would be a nice little work around. Is early access only for creators? It was 6 hours long yesterday evening. Yes, that was only for creators. You play so we can hover the card and read him. Well, we can't do it right now because the stat change isn't on the live servers yet. This is we're doing all early access reviews today. I want to like, for instance, I want to show you guys all the comps, right? Like the Beast comp, the like Nagas. I think we still have to see. What else do I have on my list? We watched Quilboar already. There's mechs, there's Nagas, pirates we haven't seen yet. So kind of show you guys how to do it, because it was also very useful for me to see that you farm the golden lobster by triggering the hyena during the tavern phase. It's actually pretty good. Demons, yeah, maybe demons too. All right, let me catch up with chat, see what's going on. Would you say this is the strongest build you saw that day? We saw some bullshit though, but yeah, I think this is the strongest I've seen. We just watched Jeep summon 19,000 damage tokens. So with good combat, maybe that Cold War comp was better, but I think the beasts probably get him with Wind Fury. The HS review that launched 1,000 beast comps day one. All right. Anyways, let's choose the next game. I might take just a minute before I dive in. Again, just catch my breath. Like, commenting, it's more exhausting for me than playing. Like, it's not even close. Okay, so we have pirates, nagas, or mechs. What do you guys want to watch next? Do you have enough info to do a type tier list for next season? I mean, it's not going to be accurate. The beasts are going to be up there. Dragons felt solid to me because you could Wind Fury Warpwing. Quillbore felt solid. Good mechanic there. Let's see what else is in there. All right, let's see. We have some Naga, we have some mechs, the lone pirates. Naga. Looks like we are gonna go Nagas. Okay, sure. All right. Murlocs? I had a good Murloc game, but I had Golden Brand, so I don't think it's necessarily representative. All right, it's going to be our next game. We're going to be watching Jay Kirik, who's I don't know if he streams still quite often, but is a high-level player. Is in most of the early access events as well. All right, give me 1 second, chat. Whew. All right, here we are. Excuse me. Hero or magnetic that gives you 12 cards in your hand. The UI is probably not designed for that. That'd be my first idea. Why do you start a season with 2 extra mechanics? I don't think Dark Gifts alone would be enough. I think it's a fun addition to trinkets or time warps or something. But Dark Gifts on its own, I don't think it would be enough. So I think it's actually a good call they made. All right, here we go, chat. So we're going to be watching a Jay Kirik game. Again, a lesser known streamer. We haven't really reviewed him yet. because I'm actually not sure if he streams all the time, but I always see him in the early access games, and I saw he had a cool game here, so we're going in on that. We're picking a Reno. We've got Ellie, Mech, Murloc, Naga, and Pirate. And to explain the Dark Gift mechanic again, you can click that button 3 times per game. You discover a minion that has a Dark Gift, which is a bonus such as this unit has all types, this unit has shield or venom or wind fury, so some kind of a bonus. Some of them are really cool, like this copies the stats of the leftmost minion, or minion to the left or whatever. And it gets better the longer you wait. Now we have seen it being used quite aggressively, a lot of tempo stuff, so we'll see how it ends up here. Does he sell for the spell? I don't think so against Tavish, right? Just doing a quick check of what's in and what's out, but we're gonna watch here. Yeah, it does not sell for the spell. Sometimes people do that, myself included, because you save quite a bit of HP by cycling and buffing a minion, but against Tavish you're gonna lose anyway, so I kind of like holding it. On the hand, so here, just level to nothing. New season shenanigans, let's go. Yeah, there's been some stuff. We just reviewed Dog's lobster game. That was pretty crazy too. 6/5 poison, because he hit it with this thing, yeah. So stayed on tier 1. That's kind of interesting. Sell the minion, see if you get Ariat Laureate. Take the damage. Going in. I wonder if he Dark Gifts next turn then to stabilize. We'll see. Yeah, I think you Dark Gift to try and stabilize. Deep Sea Angler goes for a triple because he has a pair, so it's kind of good. At the end of every 2 turns, you get a plain copy of this, right? So here you have double Angler, and then at the end of 2 turns, he gets a triple, and then he can use the hero power on the triple, maybe. That's probably I've been doing that too in the early game. That seems like a good Dark Gift, right? End of turn, this makes a copy of itself. It's also pretty good tempo units, this this Angler, so it's nice. It's not often that you stabilize the turn you go 3-on-3. Can you put on music? No, we do it for the YouTube VODs though. But it's it would interfere with the editing process and everything, and I generally stay away from music during my live streams because people can just put on their own music if they want to. Again, not always, right? And I understand with your phone and everything, but I just dislike the whole this is my kind of music, this is not my kind of music. It just, and there's also a lot of streams that already have it, so yeah, to me this is what I'm comfortable with. I don't like adding music in the streams. Hey Zween, thank you so much for the 2. Welcome back. You can think of it as just another thing you have to manage, right? Then there's chat, there's the games, there's your OBS, like your music. You have to, yeah, curate that. I don't hate middle here, but he's going for bananas. What's a Dark Gift on that again? Was it double? Let me go back. At the end of the turn, gain 3/2. Okay. So he's just taking that so that it has a little bit more stats to take advantage of the +2/+6. I think that's fair. Does the Dark Gift change when you triple it? No. You just get the golden unit with the same Dark Gift. Hey, Arthuriel, thank you very much for coming over specifically from YouTube to Twitch to drop your Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. What's the dot on the taunt? It's the active mechanic. this minion for 1 gold, you can get 2 bananas. What a steal. So I like Ominous Stone. I think it's a good trinket. Discover a Dark Gift tier 4 for 0 gold. I think it might get nerfed where it costs some gold after like 1 or 2 balance patches. We'll see. Yeah. Jakiric likes it too. Permanently keeps stats in the combat. Meh. Might just be Zesty. Because your gut's golden angler here. Hey, Drade, you too. Thank you very much for the prime. Much appreciated. Thanks so much for the support. Alright, we're getting to 5-drop here, and we are a Reno. Meditative for a lot of spell power. Airballer, let's go. Spell power is a little harder to come by, so I don't hate hero powering meditative. I think you don't even hate going Dark Gift this turn. It takes the damage still, wow. Just for the bananas. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of spell power value. That's true. Ooh, okay. Not the greatest end of the turn there, unfortunately, but it's new patch. Well, who am I to judge there, really? He might just have a play. So I don't mind using Dark Gift there, basically, so that I'm just stronger and that I get to win the game off my trinkets and my minions instead of going full Dark Gift. Dark Talia, thank you very much for the prime as well. How to use activate? Just click on the minion. So I always clicked over here, but like on the actual cost thing, but I've seen people just click here. Yep. Which makes it a little scary, I guess, for misclicking and activating something when you want to sell it. So basically, if you want to sell it, don't click it and let go. You have to click it and drag it. If you click it and let go, you'll activate, it seems. You want to see a baller game? Yeah, it's just tough, man. Oh, we're not tiering here? Interesting. Wow. It's going for a whole lot of stats here. Big tempo plays. Bananas on the Zesty, sure. I kind of don't hate bananas on the meditative here, though. Because you get a lot of... like, you get a lot more permanent stuff there, because I don't think Zesty's going to stay that long. How do you get a good elemental game during the event? No, it's... You probably need this guy super early, so what Galakrond has. I think if you don't have that, it's tough. And even if you have it, you still need to get a brand to be able to play Mana Surge. So yeah, I did not really see people pop off with Allies in the early access game. Which guy? The moat thing. It's kind of like Sanguine, where it buffs gems, but then for elemental buffs. It's a tier 6 that buffs your future elemental buffs. Yeah, it's got a lot of spell power. He's farming the lockbox as well off this 4-drop, the SKP. Every time he spends 5 golds, he accelerates the lockbox by 1 turn. You have to wait 5 turns for the lockbox to open, but man, he's got a lot of spell power. You have to wait 5 turns for the lockbox to open normally, but basically every time you were to get another lockbox and you already have one, you accelerate it by 1 turn. So the escapee tries to generate another lockbox, but you already have one, so it just accelerates it by 1 turn. Yeah, I mean, it's always possible after the early access event that a lot of the comps were not really discovered yet or played wrong and stuff. It's definitely a thing. All right, so we went to tier 5 slightly later for how good of a position we had with the meditative. But now we're going to get the greater trinket. Now we can choose what to do from there. Golden tier 7, postcards, Chilmere. Showy Cyclist doesn't scale with spell power. I'd want to get into spell power here. It could be just Chilmere Mosaic, because I'm not sure if we have I'm not sure if we have 2 turns for a tier 7, a golden one. Activate lets you use your money more efficiently. Yeah, it just gives you more options. That's nice. Okay, well, what do I know? Golden Zarjira? So he needs to hang on for 2 turns. Now he is healthy, he is strong, but we're also leveling this turn. Golden Hook Dusk. Okay. Wait, are we just pirates now? Definitely want to play the Golden Hook Dusk, right? And buff the buff our 6/6 pirate. So when you discover, you buff your board. There's Drakari, there's Bran. Probably want one of those. It's an elemental lobby, so you have some spellcrafts for Bran. Fauna is nice with all the spell power, so I guess it's Drakari. The pirate got 30 in one go, yeah. Dude, Golden Hook Dusk, I don't think you actually go Hook Dusk anymore. Because your spell power is already high, and you have Fauna and Drakari. So you probably just want to maximize the number of Nagas on board. You're just selling Golden Hook Tusk? I think you do. I don't think you need it. You could sell the other one too, I guess. I think I would just end on a Naga here. And I think I might have sold the Hook Tusk, but... Then again, he could still play Pirate. It's fun. It's fun to play Pirate, at least. But he's just pumping here. I don't know. I don't think I would want to risk getting out of Naga to use his Golden Hook Tusk. That's kind of sick, man. He used the lockbox and he got a Golden 6-drop out of it. That's a big deal. Whew. All right, for the rest of his board is not that strong, so the main hurdle he really needed to get over was that it was going to take him some time to cash in on this greater trinket. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. We're getting tommed. Too many toms. Many toms. Handle it. Even side. All right, we're on 19. Do we get it now? There's a golden fauna. No, we don't get it yet. Oh. Right, you gotta hang on. Dude, I think we Dark Gift. I want to I wanna get that tempo going. Still feels comfortable. Excuse me. Buying the extra gold. I would try very, very, very hard at this stage to Golden Baller. I would try very hard at this stage to keep the damage cap, right? Because next turn is your big turn. Belinda. Belinda works with Fauna. Because the Fauna Whisper targets a minion to cast it on. So, yeah, I think this definitively puts us out of Pirates. Getting the Belinda and then the extra Fauna. The scariest thing with Dark Gifts is that they will only be used for early game. Is that scary? And they're not only being used for early. I've definitely... Oh my god. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. It's like a slot machine just like hitting. Alright, we're Dark Gifting. You can cast on the Amalgam. Reborn with full bonus keywords. I guess that's just good to buff, yeah. Yeah, it's a good buff target. Easy clap. Yeah, I mean, Golden Fauna, regular Fauna, Drakari, and then Belinda is basically ×2 again, right? It's like you add Lucifron, you get another trigger end of turn. Because your spells hit twice. Holy crap, bro, that popped off. No, Felbat's not in, I think. You can't eat. So this used to be played with Conjurer and Felbat. And you would buff the shop and then eat the shop. But with Belinda, I can see this popping off too. I don't think Dark Gifts are exclusively being used on the early game. I do agree that they're mainly being used for, I guess, mid-game, if we're being real. Any news on the new heroes, what the buddy is? Friend of a friend. It's pretty much always friend of a friend until they do a buddy meta, and then they make the buddies. That's pretty much always how they do it. They're like, okay, all the new guys, their buddy is friend of a friend. And then when it's buddy meta, they're like, oh, we gotta make buddies for these guys now. All right. What was I gonna say here? Had a point, chat. All right, the Dark Gifts. So the majority is being used for like mid-game tempo and some early game, and then some of them you do late game. Like for instance, this Groundbreaker. This Groundbreaker is quite a good late game unit. He will keep that the whole game, right? Because it's just a good unit to buff. But the main thing that I noticed when I played in the early access event is that the options were quite random. So I think something that can make it more fun. Oh yeah, I was thinking, oh man, it would be nice if we could golden that Belinda. But we have the spell to do it. Here we go, big payoff. 1 second, guys. Is it? Okay, so we have it. Yeah. Sorry, it's my my oldest is home today. She wasn't feeling very good. So just had to take a moment. Pausing an online game, yeah. Hi, Mini Shady. Yeah. Daddy time? Yes. Okay, where were we? By scariest, I mean developers add a lot of cool, greedy mechanics. Tempo is king. Well, you also have to keep in mind that no matter what kind of cool stuff you make, if the tryhards can reborn a Leroy, they're going to reborn a Leroy. So I think the developers also just kind of need to take peace with that. That yes, you don't want to have the game completely unbalanced for the highest MMR, but they'll break the game. I think they just have to be like, Jeef is going to Jeef, Sliders is going to Slider, Beaters is going to Beater, right? It's just like, they're going to do some crazy shit. It always reminds me of that, let's continue watching first, right? All right, so gets the golden Belinda here. Sorry, I had a little bit of a break in between. My eldest daughter walked in the office. Or what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, golden Belinda. It's now basically like golden Drakari, right? Yeah. If he rolls a Drakari, he might just freeze it to get the golden next turn with the Zarjira. Okay, so what I was saying earlier, so there was a viewer who raised the concern that Dark Gifts are being used too much for tempo, and it's like not really the cool stuff the devs had in mind, and I agree with that to an extent, right? But it reminds me of that video of like game dev. It's basically the woman who watches the player be like, okay, this goes in the square hole, and then where does that go? The round hole. It goes in the square hole. It's like, where does that go? The triangle hole. That's right. It goes in the square hole. It's just like, pshoop, pshoop, pshoop. Like that's how you can think about high level players. It's like, oh, and now we're playing beasts, right? Yeah, and we're transitioning into back to back. Oh, but this is a pirate game, right? Yeah, and then we're gonna go back to back. It's like, oh, the mech game for sure, right? Yeah, with Beatboxer for spell power to go back to back. It's so like the high level players, they're gonna do that because they play what's gonna win, and something is the strongest. So that's what it was last season with back to back, where every comp just ended in back to back. Well, last/current season, right? In my mind, oh, we found a Drakari. That's huge. So that was just like a really funny thing. But I don't think you double time, actually. I don't think you need it. You got Zarjira. I think, yeah, George for the whole board is nice. Kind of close, though, because double time does mean that if he finds one more Fauna. Well, then you have your Golden Zargira. Yeah, you have Golden Zargira. You don't need double time. George way better. I don't think it's even tempting. There's the Fauna. Freeze? Freeze, right? Just freeze, just freeze, just freeze. Yeah, I think he's freezing. He's chilling. Buff. Okay, so what was I saying again? Yes, the dark gifts. My main concern with, sorry, this was a very long-winded explanation. A lot of detours to this one. It sucks to like just buy 2 trash cards here, but I think you just freeze and then you coin hero power. Oh, but really? We have Zargira. What? Pepe hands. Oh. Crimes against value are being made. Oh. I mean, it's top 4. I get it. This is probably right. But, oh. Anyways. My point is that dark gifts right now feel very random. So quite often even when you save them for the late game, you can get 3 units that don't really make sense. It's just like you see your discoveries and you're like, this is what I waited 12 turns on? Like, Jesus, this is not win cons. This is not like crazy shit. So, oh my God, look at these buffs. Oh, what? 1.3k in the shop, bro. Everything on the board 1.3k end of turn. Whoo-wee. Well, the Groundbreaker reborn with Divine Shield. It reborns with full stats. I don't know if the text says enchantments. If it says enchantments too, or keywords, then yeah, it will. I'm not actually sure what it said. Let's see if anyone can kill it. What's the Belinda for? The Faunas cast a spell that is targeted. It's a targeted AoE. You target the minion that you want to buff on, and then it buffs all minions of that type. So it's like a loophole where Belinda doesn't affect AoE buffs, but this is a single target AoE buff. So it triples the fauna efficiency. It's pretty sick. So yeah, anyways, the main point is that I think they can curate the pool a bit better, that it is more likely that you get cool dark gifts, and then you have maybe less of the let's just use the dark gift as tempo and more of the ooh, let's play around my dark gift. But you got to be careful because that can very easily turn into, oh my God, this guy hit the good dark gift combo. I'm playing for second. There's 2 sides of that coin, right? And I'm sure the devs are very aware of that. So they got to be a little bit careful that they don't make it too easy to get good stuff, because now all of a sudden it becomes a little bit too oppressive, and you will see it all the time because you've just made it more common. Those are the things you have to weigh, right? Like, do we curate the pool a bit more and make less feel bad discoveries where you just have like 3 random things and you're like, I don't actually even want to take one of these. I've had that a few times yesterday when I was playing. I was like, all of these feel kind of like I'm super indifferent to these. And that, I think that's also a very feel bad moment. You've waited until like turn 11, turn 12. You click the dark gift and you're just like, all of these are kind of bad. And then the flip side of that coin is you make it more reliable to get good stuff. Now people run you over with dark gifts, and it's the 3rd time that day that that particular dark gift beat you. So yeah, those are the things you gotta, and I don't know what the answer is there. Good thing it's not my job. All right. Araxos, thank you very much for the prime. I get to talk shit and have none of the consequences. Ah, wonderful. Appreciate it, Araxos. Welcome. Whew. Man, we are just like having a little chit chat here, but Jay Keurig is just like destroying beater here. Just a lot of venom, but we're George, so George is so annoying. Wait, he has taken away our shields though. He has the Brucon hero power. Is that a problem long term then? He gets rid of our shields and he has venoms, but we do have this Groundbreaker that reborns. There's no more surf and surf to play around the venom, right? But Beater is still relying on some stats with his Coral. I think it's probably fine. If we shield our whole board or close to our whole board, he's not going to take every single Divine Shield. And then we have our Groundbreaker that reborns with full. We don't need a Sidori, I think, right? It's just more Ball Spitters, I guess. Knowing Beater, there's going to be a million Ball Speeders. Ball Speeders? Ball Speeders. You could technically shield a horse and hold that, and then play your own Aviator, and like play Golden Aviator, summon shielded horses. But that's a bit of a long-term play. And it also involves selling your Drakari or your Belinda, which is very unfun. It's more like a G-Flying, where it's like, all right, I will sacrifice my board to win the game. I would not want to get rid of my Golden Belinda or my Golden Drakari here. This is so much fun. Hey, appreciate that, Araxos. Thank you. All right. This person is numbers based, and they just lost both of their scam units to our tech units. I mean, we didn't need those good trades, but those definitely seal the deal. Yeah. No one's killed the Groundbreaker yet, right? The stats are readable now. Yeah, it's a super nice change. It's not active on the live servers yet. You're going to be seeing that for August 4th. Yeah, probably just shield and then switch your hero power. Try to kill him in one go. Let's see what he's doing here. All right, shield our biggest minion, change the hero power. Womp. That's not what we want to see. Click a card, move on. Oil? I mean, the Aviator is there if he wants to try to play around scam, but can't I just keep my board and just say bad beater, bad beater? Don't beater, no scam. Scammer, no scam. Oh, is he just gonna end on Nagas here instead of Belinda and Drakari? To just all in spells, yeah, sure. Excuse me. Avalanche for a Wildfire. It's kind of long term. Yeah, he is selling it though. Silent guy. Golden Forder up. You care about playing anything here? Up the Belinda a bit more so it can deal with scam better. So yeah, he ended up selling out of a Drakari to play a Naga so that he has another big Naga to trade. And then assuming basically that he doesn't lose on stats if he sells his Drakari. That is the worst feeling though, if you sell part of your scaling and then your opponent ties and then he keeps scaling and then you end up losing because you're too small, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. He's got 6.7k on one unit. We've got 6 on multiple units. So it's really the poison war, right? One of our shields survived. Our Groundbreaker probably dies here, right? Yeah. Comes back with shield, yep. Man, that is a crazy good adaptation. That's very good into scam. Okay. We need one more. What would be the best way to deny the win here to Beater? I think picking up that Avalanche for Wildfire. I kind of like that in the previous shop. He's picking up that Alliance flag. Is it for with Belinda? But yeah, new hero powers. Juicy. He's shaking it for good luck here. Alec here? Lucky enough, I guess. It does something. It's not great, but it does something. I don't know if there's like a single card I'm very happy with here. But yeah, that Wildfire, if he would roll it with the Avalanche and the the allocate hero power, would have actually been pretty sick. That's, I mean, it's obviously hindsight gaming. Sure. Well, he's probably healthy enough that he can tank a loss. Let's see. I mean, he basically still has Golden Drakari, right? Because he got the Golden Belinda, so... Yeah, also a lot of shields for Beater here. He's farming the tier 7 rewards. Sorry, the tier 3 Dark Moon Prize rewards, which can be a tier 7 unit, but it can also be shield, so that's why we're seeing shield here. Man, everything has Venom on the board. It's kind of disgusting. He actually switched hero power as well, away from Brucon. It's either that or he's had Panda the whole time and I didn't notice. Yeah, the Groundbreaker is just a problem for him. Yeah. So we still had a shielded big boy here. Yeah, that was definitely the right pick there on the Dark Gift. Going for that Groundbreaker. All right, GG's. Nice win. Definitely showing the play pattern for Naga. Like Belinda, Fauna seems like the way to go. Like that was good scaling. It's not as good as the Beast stuff, but it's like maybe second or third best or something. So maybe Naga's top 3. We'll see. All right, GG's. Awesome. All right, chat. Excuse me. That's probably gonna be it. Probably gonna spend a little time now with my kid. That time. Before I go, if there's any more questions, things I didn't reply to, feel free to ask again or just ask for the first time. And then try to get a little bit of rest today as well, and then tomorrow we can look at the remaining games. Good stream, thank you. Top 1 right now, Beasts probably. From what I've seen, Beasts are not kind of nasty. How good have Dark Gifts been? It varies. It varies. You have some that are amazing. We had a Titus earlier that was an Amalgam, which was fantastic for that position. Because you could buff it with Poet and stuff. It was actually really cool. But there's a lot of variety on it. There's a lot of variance. So Blizzard still has the old minion pool on their website. Yeah, we're technically not in the expansion yet, right? We played the early access yesterday, but they're not going to switch out the library until the patch is live. I made 3 videos featuring all the new cards. So if you're interested in that, this is the main video that goes over everything. Put it in YouTube as well. Is PayPal the only way to donate to that tournament? No. If you want to, you can always email me with other options if you are if you'd like to use a different way. Because I can do stuff with other options as well. I don't love PayPal myself, but most people have it, so yeah. I find my email below the stream. Let me see if that's true. It's usually there. Yep, it's there under contact. But that's very nice of you. Thank you so much, Natsu, for taking an interest. Oh, did the reveal not work? Oh, it's not reveal, it's review. That's the command. Oh, well, I appreciate it, Pharma Bob, for making the effort. How's it going? It's going well. Thank you, Tantrum. Restarting Hearthstone or streams ending? We're ending the stream for today. So recovering from the 3-hour night after the event yesterday. And then tomorrow we're probably going to do a bit of a mix of reviewing any cool games that are still left, and then some old patch or current patch gaming. And then on Tuesday, I think, Tuesday evening the patch hits. So Wednesday morning is really when we're going to play with the new cards. So yeah, Wednesday morning is that's where the action's at. Saving a spot on you in case... Well, XQN has that right now. Until... I'm not going to say like the date or whatever, but... yeah, XQN can decide whether he would like to play in the tournament or not. Alright, chat. Let's go raid someone. Thank you very much for watching. How does it feel with all the new stuff? It's definitely fun. I'm looking forward to playing the live patch. Let's give ixxdeee a raid. Beater to 15 hours. Yeah, we raided Beater right after the event. I don't know what you're talking about, Tantrum, but I guess you can just ping me on Discord and explain. All right, see you guys.